Is that alright? This is the last time I am vlogging in this car, my wonderful Renault Clio that my brother and I purchased in 2013. Yeah, in your face. I think we're gonna hit the tree. Yeah.
You hit the curb?
Yeah, failed my driving test.
Forward.
I was away at university at the time and my brother had this for a good 2 years or so, and then we shared it for a period and then it became my car in 2016. So it's been in our lives for a good 5 years or so. This was my first car.
What are we doing with those hands?
I don't.
What sort of hands is that?
I don't know. I'm nervous of hitting your car.
I've never seen hands like that.
The reason why I'm making a car vlog right now is that next week we are scrapping the car. Bits are falling apart, it's past the MOT, but it's not likely to pass the next one. It's not worth anything, it's worth more a scrap than anything else. I'm going to get £50 back for scrapping it. I didn't think I would be as emotional about this as I am. It's one of those possessions you can't keep. I'm a bit of a hoarder, so I collect things, I keep things, so the fact I have to let this go is quite a big thing from a personal perspective. I don't like the idea of it being scrapped. We're going to rescue as much as we can from the car, including the radio. My brother put that in a couple of years ago. I'm just trying to think of all the different things I've done in this car over the years. Well, I've been to Bradwell-on-Sea, many, many times. I've driven so many people around in this, around Essex. I've driven through London in this. I've driven all over Essex, Kent. It's saved me a couple of times. I've had a few accidents in this, I suppose. I haven't had to claim on any insurance or anything like that. I've been lucky. I've had a few near misses in the car. It's got so many knocks down the side where my neighbours have whacked it with their car doors. Where I live, the neighbours aren't very good and the parking is horrendous, so sometimes the cars get pinned in, so it's difficult not to hit people. Not that I've hit people in this car, of course, but people have hit me. A few years ago I reversed into a fence with this and broke all the lights and cracked the bumper. Oh, I was so upset about that. £80 gone. I smacked into two bollards that were lower than the car window. I didn't see them as I was reversing, so I scraped the front of the car. I learnt a big lesson that day. The seats are broken. The passenger seat moves around all over the place. Both seats don't pull forwards. There we go. Woo! And sometimes it fixes. There we go. And it stays for a bit. This seat has been broken on and off for some time. We think my granddad broke it. Like a parting gift. The central locking's been broken 2 years. I have to manually do the key. The heating usually doesn't come on until about 10-15 minutes into the journey, so I've had many cold journeys in here. Oh, the hazards don't always come on when they're supposed to. It can take about 3 minutes for the hazards to come on. Things have snapped off. I've had to have springs replaced, flat tyres. This broke about 2-3 years ago, so whenever it rains, it leaks. I have to put black sacks in the car. I've literally made this last as long as possible. I've tried to get my money's worth, and I have. It's become like a second home in a way. I've spent so much in it in the last year, having moved away from home and then travelling backwards and forwards. Lots of journeys on the motorway, struggling at 60 miles an hour. As soon as I reach sort of 60, it struggles. I daren't go at 70. I'm one of those people that sort of sticks to 60 on the motorway because it can't go any faster and everyone always overtakes me angrily. It will be nice to drive a car that can actually do 60 without killing the engine. I should say one thing I absolutely love is that I do have a bad knee and there's sort of like a pad that I can put my foot next to the clutch. I'm going to miss that. I don't have that in the KA, so when my foot needs a rest, there'll be nowhere to put it. I love the way the gear stick works. I have to move it to the far left to put it in reverse. There's no anxiety about doing it accidentally. The horn still works. The airbags still work. This car is quite small, but I'm also a small person, so it's a good size for me. My next car's even smaller. But no, the seats on the back, I can actually curl up quite comfortably and sleep there. I've actually run away in this car twice, and I've slept on the back seat. So here I am, comfortably on the back seat. I never took a driving test in this car, actually. I didn't learn to drive in this car. I don't remember the name of the car I learned to drive in, but it wasn't my own, it was the driving instructor's. I passed my final driving test in 2012. However, I was never good at parallel parking. It's been a long-standing joke that I've not been able to do it correctly despite having my licence. But this year, this is the year that I conquered parallel parking. Finally managed to do it in this car. Hooray! I have done so many vlogs in this car. I used to drive to the swimming pool or the sports ground car park and park there. Can't do that anymore because they now track the number plates when you go in. Hello. Just figures myself. Good morning. Yes, I'm in my car. Hello, car. It's been a while. I do realise that this vlog is a bit all over the place. I'm filming on different days and different locations with a different setup. I just found I had more to say. So let's progress forwards, shall we? Today is actually the day. Today is the 23rd of January 2018 and today we're scrapping the car. I've driven quite a distance to my parents because that's nearer the garage, so I've had the big last car journey in here. It was so emotional. I had everything. I had to de-ice the car first thing. I then had rain, sunshine. I even saw a rainbow. It's like, I don't know, God was giving me every eventuality to tackle on my journey, to sort of say goodbye to the different conditions. I liked that. It was a lovely ride. I went up to 70 on the motorway. That was fun. I could hear the engine was suffering, but I just wanted to give it a good send-off. So for a small portion of the journey, I hit it. Oh, as I'm recording this, my sister, who is currently learning to drive, is pulling up in front of me. Oh, bless her. I won't look. I don't want to distract her. She has her test soon, so... Oh. Ellie's not taking her test on a manual. She's doing it on an automatic. So even if we could push this car another year, at a stretch, she can't drive it. You can probably hear my sister. That was not intentional. Is it his last stage or is it done from it? One last sit in the car.
Hello.
I love my sister. I love my sister. Okay, I'm gonna bib the horn for one last time. You ready? You ready for this? There we go. Sounds louder than it is on the camera. Oh, that's Mr. Postman. Oh, he's lovely, he is. Where is he? There he is. Such a good man. Usually he's wearing shorts. I don't know how he does it in the middle of winter. Wears shorts. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? This is sort of like a scrapbook diary entry, saying goodbye to the car. This car and I have had a lovely 5 years together. I'm grateful to have had a car full stop. Woohoo! We're off. There we go. Overall, car, I love you, and I'm very sorry you are leaving my life. I'm too sentimental. Oh, don't cry. I like my car. Okay, so I will now leave the vlog here and end on a lovely musical montage to send my car off. Bye-bye. The final mileage is 89,057. There we go.
And you're coming out.
Car's off.
Saying bye-bye, Cleo. She sure was a good car. And there you go.
Oh. That's it. Bye-bye, car.